Mr. America. Good to see you, dude. So with empty inside, which exact part in the solo is it that's getting you? Like I had a look at it, and there's that that one part, the bridge section. Okay, the bridge section, not the solo. Let me quickly have a look at that. I saw that one part. Something like that. But let me quickly have a look at the bridge section. Okay, I see the bridge. I'm in standard E, so it's not going to be exactly as it is. Oh, this part. Oh my word. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. Goodness. Yeah, the big difficult part about this is the string changes. Like it's really freaking. It's not in drop D, right? It's in. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Oh my word, this looks a bit rough. So let's check. So. Jeez, dude. This is so rough. I'm gonna rearrange this because I don't want to play on the low string. Let me make it there. Okay, so this is there. Huh. Maybe make that one 0. And that. I'm gonna rearrange this riff a little bit. Notice that I like to do upward picking with my pointed finger extended a little, sliding the pick towards the floor a bit. Okay, so you have like this sort of pick slant. Let me just quickly make sure I'm showing you. So you have sort of, let me do this. So you sort of tend to pick like this. Like that. Is that correct? So your pick sort of is like that. Because if that's the case, then that's a downward pick slant. Because your pick is pointing downwards, and you have an upward escape motion. The angle, yes, but with upstroke. So like that. Only for upward. Okay, but then when you do a downstroke, do you do this? Or do you keep it like this the whole time? Okay, so you switch between these two sort of positions. Is that correct? Depending on the thing you have to play, but you do the so you sort of jump between these two slants. That's very good because that's yeah, you will have one that's dominant. Generally guitarists have the upward pick slant as the dominant one, like this one. Generally, just because it allows a lot of chugging. So people generally develop this one, but then this one is really good for when you have to start a new string on an upstroke. So for instance, if I go probably probably make more adjustments, but it feels like I'm holding a pencil instead of holding a card. Yeah, no, I get you. The way you can jump between these two slants is, I'm going to use this again, sorry, my coaster. So you can either adjust your forearm, so you go like this. It might look like a wrist motion, but it's more a forearm motion. Like your wrist isn't actually doing anything. It's more your forearm that's controlling this motion. So generally like this, and when you want to go to the other one, you twist your forearm a little bit, and then you go to the next one, and vice versa. The other way that is a bit risky, but if you manage to perfect this technique, it's very, very powerful. Is if you adjust your finger, like if you go like this and then like this sort of thing. That's one way that another player will do this. Another one, use your index finger. So like this, you tuck it in, and then when you have to go to the other thing, you do that. So like that. So you sort of do this roll with your thumb. If you see Rick Graham, like one of the most incredible economic players out there, like he has a bit of this thumb roll whenever he's changing strings to like a different grouping or something. But yeah, now this song is, if I'm looking at this, it's freaking crazy. Like, oh my word. Yo. So the original goes. Okay, index finger curl. Yeah. So that's generally the way, the more advanced way, but it does lead to possible complications if you're doing it so ever so slightly incorrectly. But I generally use the index finger curl for jumping between these things, and then a slight sort of forearm rotation. Forearm rotation is a bigger movement, but it will be cleaner. And then yeah, if you have this, it'll just be a smaller movement, but it can lead to other problems. So this is a clean part. Okay, so one thing I noticed about this is it's the very common rhythm, the like okay. I like to play this part with your pointer finger uncurled and stiff. Play the note with the index instead of the thumb. Okay, so okay, so you sort of lock your index finger like this. That's also perfectly fine. I've done that with many sort of phrases. It does help quite a bit. So essentially like this. So you make like a thing like that. So with 0 downstroke. So yes, I don't know if you'll be able to do that. Yeah, I think you'll have to, because that's, if you do it with 0 downstroke, that's a little bit, I don't know how. Like, goodness. It's quite a tricky pattern. Like, just I think left hand wise, I feel like it's a little bit complicated. But so each grouping starts with the D string and then the E string. So I'll normally start this sort of grouping with a upstroke and then downstroke, and then it looks like, let me quickly get this phrase down. So it's like, oh wait. Okay, so there is that jump between the D and the E strings twice. So that makes things even more complicated. Goodness. Really? Damn. Okay. So like, are you doing it at speed, or are you doing it a little bit slower? Because if you're doing this at speed, that is incredibly impressive. To do everything upstrokes. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. It's probably the first one. Not up to tempo yet, but I'm almost there. You must just, yeah, it might be some bad news, but this upstroke only technique might not work at speed. Right now you have a little bit of rest, unrealistic rest between each stroke. So you might hit a wall with this technique. You might have to add a little bit of alternating somewhere. It really depends, but generally, like, yeah, the technique you use at a slower speed is not always the same that you'll use at a fast speed. They don't always translate nicely, but I really hope for your part that that you'll be able to do it. Also, I haven't gotten it perfectly with the palm muting. Yeah. Okay, so the first grouping is damn. Memorizing the narrator just and then with the right hand just hitting the strings without fretting. Yeah, that's very, very good, because that's sort of isolating your variables. You're not stuck with one with two problems at the same time, so you don't know which ones are going to be the culprit when it doesn't sound the way it's supposed to. It's sort of, you have, I think the word for it is, you have too many degrees of freedom when you combine all these motions and movements in one, and then when it doesn't produce the desired outcome, you're not sure which one of these elements are responsible. And then you might adjust ones that were correct and leave the ones that were incorrect, and sort of play around the ones that were incorrect, and then you sort of never figure out what's going on. Started the melody noted and the bass noted. Very, very good. Yeah, so the bass, yeah, seems just to be wait. Am I? Yeah, I'm playing this wrong. goodness. Yeah, with this phrase, I will definitely rearrange the notes. Like, this just feels like such an awkward way of playing it. It might just be the tab that I'm looking at, but my word, it really looks a bit rough. This is the not much longer. I started a bit late, but yeah, I think another 5 minutes maybe. Yeah, because I got to get to work as well. But now I'm having a look at this pattern. Let me just check that. I'm actually going to analyze this a little bit today, so I can have a nicer way of playing it. Because this just seems really awkward. Like. Goodness. My word. Just turn the noise gate up for this bar. Sort of little buzz. There we go. That should be fine. So the picking pattern is just So that's the pattern. So then what I'll do is I'll decide on my right hand strokes for each note in the pattern. So I'll know this one, the D string is always going to be an upstroke, according to the way I'm practicing it now. And the E string will be a downstroke. So. And then the A string is the one I have to decide on now. Because I can go down, down, or I can go down, up, then I have to do my D string again. That sort of thing. So, oh, really cool, man. Yeah. Now, if you upload it, then I'll definitely be able to actually see how to help you, or maybe you can help me. That's very good. Yeah, don't edit it at all. It's gonna be false. It's the best way to analyze your playing. So let me check. It's very raw take, no editing. Perfect. The more mess ups, the better. The more mess ups, the better. Let's play through it once, maybe twice. I think it'll take too long. Let me quickly have a look. Ugh. Bridge section. Let me quickly have a look. Is it fine if I play the audio? I just want to make sure I'm not. And I see you got the Schecter. Oh my freaking word! Look at that. Oh, that's super cool. I see you are using abstract for everything. Your left hand is perfect. I was wondering about your right hand. Sorry, I'm making no stream make noise. Yeah, I really just wonder about the upstrokes, because it seems alright at this tempo, but I'm wondering now at speed if you're going to be able to do it realistically. But I really wonder about this. Also, one thing just to take a look at is your right hand, because now you're doing this, like sort of you're twisting your wrist for all three strokes, and that what that's doing is that could possibly be causing a little bit of carpal tunnel pain here eventually, maybe not now, but eventually. But it looks like you're overextending your wrist. One thing you might want to consider is using your shoulder to change strings a little bit more. So like, because the thing, apart from just the possible pain that it might cause, just have a look at the angle that you're picking, because now you're hitting each string at a different angle. The first one might be like at a nice angle, and the second one is gonna change, and then it's gonna change again, depending on how far you twist. Because now this one, if I follow through with the pick, it's gonna go like this. The middle one will go like this. The top one will go like this. So you have like almost a star formation with it. Like it might be a bit of a problem because it's going to be inconsistent. The tone and also just the motions are going to be a little bit indecipherable when you practice this repeatedly. Because now each time you're doing a pick stroke, but it's at a complete different angle with different sort of things. So you're practicing 3 different strokes in one technically, and it might be a bit of a problem. Yeah. The pain generally will be like here, and I've also had it before. Like I sort of just locked my hand down here, and then just picked whatever. And you can do that, but only for so long. Like you do get fatigued, and it might be a bit better to just engage your shoulder and your elbow to make some of these extreme jumps just slightly, so that your wrist doesn't have to carry everything. But yeah, but really, really cool, man. Yes, I'm gonna have a look at this piece again and see if there's maybe an easier way to play this, or what is the most efficient way to play this. But then, yeah, I'll probably give you some feedback for this tomorrow. But cool, man. Thank you so much for that. Oh, but I gotta get to work now. I'll check you in the next one, man. Well done.